Hello, everyone. This is criminal profiler Pat Brown. And yes, I'm an old white lady who wants to talk about Goonew, who is an up and coming rapper getting super popular and was gunned down just a couple of days ago, just down the road from me, because I am from PG County, Maryland. Or as we're told to say, Prince George's County, Maryland. But we're PG. All right, so he was gunned down. And a lot of people pretty upset about this because they really liked his rap. He had a thing called whisper rap, and so I went and listened to it. And you might wonder, am I a rap fan? And I'll say this: sometimes I do like rap music. There's just different songs that come out, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And this particular style that he had come up with, Goonew came up. He had he used a real soft voice, and he had some really. I can't. I'm not a musician, and I'm not a an expert on rap. So you can go to the internet and you can find out what was particularly special about his style of rap. And so he was doing great. He was becoming super popular. I think he would have become maybe a big star. But instead, he's lying dead in District Heights, Maryland, shot in the back. And, here's my problem with what happened to him. Yes, it's not the best of neighborhoods. A lot of police action around there, a lot of crime going on. And his mom's saying, hey, he's a good guy. And they shot him in the back to steal his bling, basically. Is that really what happened? So this is my message from an old white lady to all you Goonews of the future. Here's a guy didn't do well in school, had his issues. He dropped out at 17 years old. Didn't really pick up a lot of good, shall we say, employment. Spent some time in jail. And I tried to kind of find out what he was in for, and I saw a bunch of different things, gun charges, assault, things like that. And somewhere along the way, in spite of that, he did find he had a talent, and that was for rapping. And I'm like, oh, that's good. It's because, how you get how you get where you're going, whether it's through school or through, working your way up, like working in a kitchen and moving up to chef, or you find that you have a talent in music. That's all great. But here's the issue. He found his talent. It was good. And he started putting out his music. And he put out some music that, let me say this, every single piece of music he put out, every song he put out, had guns, drugs, and violence included. Especially his very, very popular tune, Homicide, his rap Homicide. Everybody's standing around, they all got their guns, they're talking about, annihilating their enemies. So this is my problem. Goonew, you had a chance to bring up your neighborhood. You didn't leave it. You're still there. That's cool. You're still there with your family, your friends, your neighborhood. That's great. But what were you teaching the young men of that neighborhood? Were you teaching them to get away from drugs, get away from guns, get away from crime? No, that's not what you were teaching. You were telling them straight up, hey, this is cool. Look at all our guns. Let's go out and get the people who let's go get them who don't like us. That's what you're out there teaching them. You were still doing drugs. You still had weapons. This is not a message that a person who's making it should give to young people. You're 24 years old when you died. Is that the message you want to give to all your friends in the neighborhood? You should die like me, die like a dog in the street, because somebody, who knows why they shot him. I'm a criminal profiler. I could say somebody shot him just on a robbery, or maybe one of his enemies took his gun and shot you down and took that off your neck as their little trophy. I don't know at this point. The police are still investigating. But you put out a message of violence. You put out a message of hate. You put out a message of crime. You put out a message of drugs to the young people of the community. And I do not like that. I don't. I love the fact that you created new music. PG is known for go-go, and a lot of country doesn't know go-go music, but it's a great sound. And now you were coming up with another great sound, but you blew it. You blew it by bringing down the community instead of bringing up the community. That's just my take on it. I don't live in District Heights. I don't live where you lived, and I didn't die where you died. And I don't want any more young men dying. And I'm tired of all the rappers dying. So rappers are the future. All of you who think, wow, I wish I was him. You don't wish you were him lying on that pavement. What I want you to do, rappers of the future, is change your message. Bring a positive message. You can bring the same styles, same cool stuff, same new stuff. Same stuff or new stuff, whatever you bring, you're bringing some cool stuff to rap, that's great. But bring a positive message and stop destroying the minds of the young people in your neighborhood. So that's it. That's my message. So take it or leave it. Thanks.